Networking, it makes a difference.
Welcome to the show, everyone. It is Friday. It's a great day. It's another weekend. Can't believe how fast it's all going right now. And we're still networking with you out there. And I made it possible for everybody to talk about themselves right on the radio, and that's what we're doing here. We are live on Facebook, so hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. Go to Networking Arizona radio show right now. Everybody go and check us out, what we're doing in here on the radio. My first guest, I have all newbies with me. Well, one has been here once before, but I have mostly newbies here today. I have with me Donna Phillips, and she's the owner of CollegePlanners. Welcome to the show. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself, how you got into this, and what we're going to talk about today.
All right, Carol. Well, thank you for having me. My name is Donna, and I own CollegePlanners here in Arizona. What I do, I like to say that for parents, I give them peace of mind, and for students, I open up opportunities for them.
Awesome. So how does that happen?
So I handle everything from transitioning from high school into college. We start with looking at colleges, identifying the colleges that are a best fit, a match, reach colleges, and then our safety net colleges, so that there's a good plan for the students to get from high school into the college that best fits them.
So how did you get into this?
So I started because I was homeschooling. I homeschooled my boys. We moved around a lot. And as I was homeschooling, I started looking at the different opportunities for college, and I could see there were so many things that I didn't know that I didn't even know. And so as I started
You don't know what you don't know.
Absolutely. I tell parents that all the time.
Right.
And that's what I do. I fill in those gaps so that you don't miss deadlines. And so as I started doing that, it just started building, and people from church and people from the neighborhood started saying, do that with my child, take my child. And it took about 10 years before I made that leap to be a business for myself. But it's
You know
worked
what,
out well.
though? That's what it just happens to be. Something like that. It's on a whim, and you do something, and then the next thing you know, you've been doing it for a few years to help people.
Absolutely.
So what I want to talk about, and I want to make it clear for everyone that's listening. So listen up. If you are a parent that has a child, how old is the best time for them to start calling you?
I like to do the first consultation just before freshman year.
So just before freshman year.
Yes.
And in terms of this, I want people who are listening, when you talk to them, are you helping them decide what college is best for them, where they're at with their life? Maybe they don't know. We'll go further and deep on that. But is it also about, when you say peace of mind, is it the financial side of it too, of how to do it?
Absolutely.
Okay, I want to get it all out there. Go ahead.
Absolutely. It includes all aspects of the transition from high school to college. For a lot of parents, the senior year is an emotional time, and you want to spend that time working through all the beautiful things that happen during senior year with your student, instead of fighting with them to get them to do essays for scholarships, to fill out the college applications, to do the college search. That's where I step in and handle that for them.
It starts early. You really
Yes.
need to start early.
Because there are deadlines that creep up on you very quickly.
Now, your website is collegeplanners.net.
Yes.
You can also call her. Her number is 931-205-1154. You work nationwide, you said, and before you came on, you said, with Zoom, we can do almost anything.
That's right,
Yeah.
absolutely. So I have students that I consult with them for the college process, but also for test prep. I know there's a lot of ambiguity right now around ACT, SAT, standardized testing, but for the students now, especially for the next 5 years, it's going to be important to prep those tests, and that's what I do, one-on-one test prep. That's just one facet of the college transition.
Yeah, so it starts with that, though. I mean, actually, I would think that it starts when you talk to them before their freshman year of what their wants are, what their desires. How does that work? Do you do a free consultation with them?
I do, and when I start meeting with my freshman students, it's more about developing a 4-year plan, because what the colleges are looking at is not just what you do in your senior year. It starts with your freshman year, and all 4 years count. And for students, their freshman year, they're kind of fooling around, playing around, and then all of a sudden in junior year, they realize, uh-oh, it counts now. No, it started in freshman year. So we impress that upon them in the freshman year. Okay, this is when it counts. Maybe even start talking in 8th grade.
Are you kidding me?
Next
I
year,
think it starts when they want everything now. It isn't like when I went to school, when if somebody had a 4.0, they thought, wow,
they can go anywhere.
That was awesome. But now it's different. That 4.0 is like nothing.
It is. It's true. And like I tell a lot of students, it's about your whole portfolio. It's your whole portfolio. And one important concept with that is your volunteer work and community service. Because if everybody's got a 5.0 with the AP classes and all that, then what's going to differentiate you? it's your community service and how you show how you are, who you are, and what's important to you.
Now, you're a parent listening to this right now, and your kid's about in that freshman year. What a great time, and it's a great time to come on now, too, because a lot of people are at home now, right?
Yes.
And have had to homeschool, right?
Yes.
But also, right now is a great time to be talking to your kids. Let's think about this. What do you want? Going to college, I want to say that it's 100% necessary for everybody and I'm not sure, do you help people who want to go, let's say, maybe end up doing trade and all of that, or does it matter what kind of college that they want to go to?
No, it doesn't matter. I mean, I say to college and beyond, because even though we feel that way, I'm like you, I'm an educator, I feel like everybody should go to college, but college is not necessarily for everyone. So we need to find what their interest is and what their goals in life are, and just help them to understand, well, if you take this path, this is where you're going to end up. And so that's very important to talk to the student and the parents and kind of merge their expectations.
Right, but they also might want to have the information, just because even if you go to let's say a trade school, there's finances involved with that. And
there's scholarships.
There's all sorts of things.
And job placement.
It's all about that. We're going to talk about that. How do you find your clients?
For me, for the last 3 years, it's all been word of mouth. I have not had to do a lot of advertising. I stay completely booked. Students and their parents pass on the information and say, you got to talk to Donna.
There's nothing like having somebody go through this with you and helping you. I know how hard it is. I know when my two kids went into college, oh my God, how hard was that with both of them having to figure out all the FAFSA and all the kind of stuff. And if you have somebody there helping you, especially beforehand, where you kind of have it all planned out and you know what to do, that makes it so much easier. Her website is CollegePlanners.net, and you could check her out on Facebook as well, and Instagram. Instagram is college.planners. Check her out. We're live on Facebook here, networking. Maybe you know somebody that might be interested in this. It's all about telling them about it. Right now, if you are a parent, you're listening to this, you sound like your kid this would be perfect for them. It's perfect for any child, especially for the fact that if you're getting into high school, you don't really know what you want. Maybe you should talk about it and find out, where do you want to be. Some people know exactly what they want, but you still need help down the line of what to do. You can call her direct. Her phone number is 931-205-1154. Her website, again, is collegeplanners.net. She does free consultations, and she's nationwide. She also, so I'm going to do this referral now before we go to a break. She also is going to do, for everybody, she offers, because she loves referrals, she gets them all the time, she's got a referral plan that if you refer even yourself, you get $50 right towards whatever it is that you're doing. So, that's her deal that she's offering for everyone. She loves referrals, so if you want to tell somebody about it, if you tell her about it, you've just referred yourself to her, so you get $50. You can call in here and get it from me. My number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You can also call her direct. She does free consultations. That number is 931-205-1154. I know it's Friday. I know that it's COVID and that you're at home and you're probably thinking, I just want to go out in the pool and have a good time. You know what? Talk. Having that conversation with your family, especially kids now, you're home. You have no chance in saying that you didn't have time to do this because you're home. Sit down and talk to them. What do they want to do? And get somebody that can help you. And that's who Donna is. She can help you through this step by step. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to talk further. Again, her number is 931-205-1154. She works Zoom, so nationwide for everybody out there. Again, it's from just before, it is from step 1 all the way through, even with the financial aspects of things. You said the most important thing is getting those tests and getting prepared for that. Again, you can call her direct. It's 931-205-1154. Welcome back. So we've been talking with Donna Phillips, and she's the owner of College Planners. And at the break, we've been talking a little bit about what it is to get your child to get through this, and some of the things that happen, the different times. Sometimes kids change in mid-flight. We all did. But also, you said something that was really interesting to me. Two things. One was that you stay with them, not only when you start off and getting them planned and then they have this plan as to what they're going to do, but after they actually get in college, you stay with them.
Yes, I have several students that, I have a couple that have actually graduated from college, and now they're studying for MCAT and the PCAT, which is for pharmacy school. And I stay with them. So we study those tests together. When they're choosing classes in college, sometimes, you can't get in to see your advisor. And a lot of times, because of relationships I've built, I can call the university or the college and get some answers for them. Some of them have to make some big decisions about changing colleges. You want to make sure that your credits transfer. If they're athletes, we have to make sure they maintain their NCAA eligibility. So all of that is important, and it's a lot of work.
There's a lot. It's a job.
It's a job.
That's why you did it.
That's right. I take that off of the parents' back, or we work in conjunction because there's so many phone calls, and they may have relationships with the coaches that I don't necessarily have, but I can kind of put the whole package together for
And
them.
again, you help them from start to finish all the way through, and that includes even the financial aspects of things, tutoring beforehand, getting ready with all the tests that are really important for everybody to do. You can call her direct. She does free consultations and works nationwide. Her number is 931-205-1154. She loves referrals. And if you refer either yourself, when you call her, that means you've just referred yourself to her, so you get $50. You can call in here, and if you know somebody and you want to give them a little treat, maybe you want to have a Father's Day. It's around the corner right now. It's this weekend. And Father's Day, what a great present to give to him. Save money on your kid's child's, college planning. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. I wanted to kind of go over something with you, too, that you said at the break. And this was interesting because I didn't know that, and I guess if I knew, it might have helped a little bit. I don't know. But that if you're going to stay in state, that if you get straight A's, you get more money than if you don't.
Yes, absolutely. It sounds like a no-brainer that if you have a 4.0, you're going to get more money. But literally for in-state, for ASU, U of A, and GCU, if you have that 4.0, then you're going to have full tuition paid. It's about $10,000, $10,000 or $11,000.
That means 4.0 every one of them,
right.
Not just
Cumulative. And there is one other little caveat, and that is it's in core classes. So, what you took in PE or Teacher's Aid.
Yeah, it's easy to get an A in PE.
Right. That doesn't count. It's the 5 subjects. So it's math, English, science, history, and 1 fine arts. Those are the core classes, and that's how they calculate your GPA.
And, I know it doesn't sound like, okay, that's, I should say, does sound easy as straight A's, but straight A's are hard to get. You have to work. If you want to go to college, if you want to, save your parents' money, save you money, because, maybe you end up with that bill at the end. And it could be as high as what?
It could be as high as $60,000.
Oh, my God. I know some that are more than that. So
and that's just
honestly,
for in-state.
That's in-state.
But if you're going to one of the UCs, it's per year.
How about if you want to go to an Ivy League school?
Yeah, you can be at $80,000 per year.
At least.
Easily.
So, this all starts really, if you can, the younger, the better.
Yes.
Because, like she said, doing community service and all of that is a wonderful thing to do. And getting the straight A's if you can.
And let me mention, with the straight A's, it's also important to recognize that there's a large push about AP classes and honors classes. And when you're talking about your straight A's for in-state particularly, it doesn't matter if your A is an on-level class or if it's in an AP class. So if you're not able to maintain your GPA with AP classes or honors classes, drop down to on-level.
Yeah.
Maintain that GPA first. Now, if you're going to go to an Ivy League, let's say you want to go to Princeton or Yale or Harvard or Cal or
You got to
any
do
of
the
those,
best.
then you need the AP because you're going to need to differentiate yourself from the rest of the students.
Right. Makes sense. I love talking to you about this. You can
Yes.
have your own show with this. Okay, let's go back to, I didn't follow this very well, but anyway, the still plan to take the ACT, SAT in light of the colleges. You said that it's still very important.
It's still important because they're using it for scholarships and for placement. And so, for example, it's optional whether you submit your ACT scores. If you have a 4.0, you don't need to submit your ACT scores. But if you've got a 3.6 and you want to be up there with the other students that are competing, you're going to submit this high ACT score, and now it's bumped you up.
Right.
So it's optional, but it's still a good idea for you. It's like backup.
Again, look at you. It's like anything else. The better you do at something, the more you do at something, the more you're going to get back, right?
And the
It's
more-
what you put into it.
Yes, and the more well-rounded your portfolio is. So if you don't have it, that's one less thing that you might not have that someone else has. And this is a competition. So you want to be the best that you can be and present that best portfolio forward so that you can not only gain admittance, but maybe you can skip some classes, which is going to shorten your time in college, which equals less money, and you can get scholarships.
Now, her website is CollegePlanners with an S.net. You can call her direct. She works nationwide on Zoom. That number is 931-205-1154. She offers a free $50 for that referral. Whether you refer someone to her or even yourself, you get that $50. You can call her direct. She does free consultations. She's also on Facebook and Instagram. And again, you're listening to this. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's someone that you know that could be interested in something like this. I know having somebody to help you through the way makes a huge, huge difference. Again, you can call here. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. And you can also call her direct. She'd love to talk to you. 931-205-1154. I wanted to ask you, as I was thinking about some of this when we were talking, more so, obviously, you love to talk to them and get them early because you get to work with them and help them and prime them to get to where they want. I bet you that's very fulfilling for you.
Yes, and to craft their portfolio because then you've got time. You know, a couple of things I wanted to mention on the financial aspect.
I was going to ask you about that. I wanted to bring that in. Go ahead.
Okay, so especially right now, it's really important because with COVID, parents have lost parts of their income or their complete income, and there is an appeal process for tuition. So even if your student's already in college and you're paying full tuition or whatever you're paying, you can appeal to the college to get more financial aid. So let's say you fill out your FAFSA and it says you're not getting any financial aid because you don't qualify. You can appeal that even without COVID. You could appeal that and say, well, yes, my tax return looks like this, but I've got 2 houses over here. I support my parents, things that aren't included on your tax return. And you can show them that the real ratio of my income is this. And the great thing about this is that you're not appealing to the government. You're appealing to that particular school, to one person in the financial aid office. They're people like us. And so they understand what you're saying. With COVID, you can go in and say, hey, look, we lost our income. We looked great 3 months ago.
Right.
But right now, we're hurting. And they are doing those appeals. Immediately, I started having my parents do the appeal letters.
Oh, listen to that up, everybody. Oh, my God. So many people have been hurt in this way, and they didn't know. They don't know. You don't know what you don't know, she says. She tells that to everyone.
All the time.
All the time. And here's the thing about it. This, when you hear something like this, it's a great thing to tell people that, you know, did you know that you could actually appeal that? But having also somebody else doing it for you, when you're doing things yourself, and we talked a little bit about this at the break, you're emotionally involved in it because it's your money, it's your child, and if they say something that you don't like, you get upset. You don't have that same feeling, but you're here to help them, you're here to get them, but you know what to say, you know what to look for, so it makes it a lot easier. Also, we had said this before, and I'll say it, you know, it's so much better when you're talking to your children about having, where you want to go to college, what you want to do. They're right away going to say, I don't want to tell you about it because, you know, they don't want to talk to you, mom or dad. But when somebody who's not your mom and dad talks to you, way different, right?
Way different, especially if we have to shut down an idea. You know, maybe the child has some lofty aspirations that they're going to go to Stanford, and they just don't have the portfolio for it. You know, there's a way to discuss that without crushing their spirit, and a lot of times it's easier for me to talk to them because they're going to hang on my word a little bit more than their parent, and so I might have to redirect them.
But here's the other thing. There's the opposite of that. There are some kids that know what they want early, and they want that, and you help them not only get in, but get in and do it better, right?
Absolutely. Especially if we can start early. Then I can say, you can't afford to get a B in this class. And then if that happens, then it's more where they understand, well, the reason why I can't apply to this college is because
there's nothing like having a coach help you out, get you, and that's what you really are.
Right.
Yeah. And then in the financial aspect of it, not only does she help you with that too, you'll know you're planning, you're getting this to that it works for you, and also she stays with you all the way through, even through college. That number to call her direct, it's 931-205-1154. 1154. I know it's Friday. Write the number down and put it on your refrigerator. That's what everybody does. And then, when you're ready, oh, yeah, I got to make that phone call. Oh, yeah. Don't procrastinate. Give them a call, and then you find out what she can do. And if you've got younger children and they're just getting started in their freshman year, best time to give her a call. Also, for anybody listening, start as early as you can. And if you haven't, great time to call to get you on a plan. Again, that number is 931-205-1154. It's collegeplanners.net.